On period. What's going on, Conscious Crew? Girl, I thought that was a perfect introduction, baby. Baby. We're going to have to ask the goddamn Avengers to assemble, baby, because these folks really think they out here on Monique's head, baby. Woo, child. Who would have ever thought that a woman simply doing her damn job, doing a little gagging, dragging, and roasting on stage professionally, okay, will lead to the damn military, girl, and a whole goddamn war on terror out here, baby. We got some things to get into, bitch. It is a lot going on, and I'm gonna be honest, baby. The more these folk rise up against Monique, the more, baby, I'ma double down. I'm a double down in the team Monique, baby. The more opposition her ass face, baby. Her and daddy, for better and for worse, baby. I'm doubling down. Now, that don't mean I'm not able to be fair. Because right is right and wrong is wrong. But I'm going to tell you, baby, as much as folk want to make it seem like there's some objective wrong here, is really a whole lot of subjective shit going on. Okay? Because once again, y'all know this is a shit stew, as I like to call it, baby. That's multi-layered conflict, baby. Multi-faceted bullshit, baby. Okay? Now, before we get into the thick of it, girl, hold on, girl. I'm gonna need a look. I can already tell it, girl. Hold on. Put a little hairspray on her, girl. Woo, child. Hold on, honey. Hold my little bump in, girl. Hold on. Hold on. Woo, child. Okay, girl. So, first of all, no, girl, I'll get into that in a minute, girl. If you're in the building, you guys already know what the hell we're here to talk about, girl. I will be dropping the link so you guys can come up and give your perspective. We got quite a few things to get into concerning this topic, girl. I told y'all this is a story and a drama that is literally developing every second of the day, girl. Okay? Once you do one update, several more have happened, girl. So we're going to be getting into all things Monique, D.L. Hughley, and all of this controversy surrounding her name. Now, before we get into the thick of it, you guys already know what I need y'all to do. I need y'all to hit the motherfucking thumbs up button. Hit the like on this here video, okay? Because thumbing up helps recommend this channel and this content out into the YouTube streets, girl. It thrusts me right into the algorithm so that we can continue to grow the kingdom. And speaking of growth, girl, shout out to all of the new subbies, girl. We are gaining like 100 subs every 1.5 fucking weeks, okay? Because you guys are getting the word out. You guys are thumbing up the videos. You guys are interacting with the platform. All of this is helping the growth and the expansion of the channel, okay? So I want to thank you guys so much. Also, if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe, because if I like it, you're going to absolutely love it. Everybody needs to make sure that their notification bell is set to all, because you never know what day or hour the king shall be kinging, girl. Whether you breastfeeding the children. Hold on, girl. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, you guys. Whether you breastfeeding the babies, girl, or rather you are on that old nasty piece of dick appointment, girl, I shall be coming through with the coming through, okay? Now, you need to also, if you don't mind, push through and share the kingdom out to wherever it is you have digital community at, girl. Okay, whether that's Pornhub, YouTube, MySpace, YoSpace, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, wherever the hell you got tribe at, girl. Let them know that the king is in fact kinging. Okay, now with no further ado, let's go ahead and push the fuck through. Okay.
I know a place where you can recharge your soul.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
And in the midst of brokenness, he gon' see your asshole.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
You gon' heal, you gon' laugh and catch a little shade.
Ooh, girl.
Y'all know he be slaying, y'all better stop playing. Come hear what he's saying.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, you guys, welcome to the platform. Before we get into it, girl, I got some church announcements, girl. So y'all know that me and Storm Monroe, girl, my friend and my fellow peer out here doing big things, okay? We will be teaming up tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over on his platform tomorrow night. So make sure that you guys are in the building. I will definitely post the watch page so that you guys know where to find me, girl. For those of you who are not subscribed to our residential celebrity doctor, girl, you got to go over and sign up and subscribe to Storm Monroe, girl. He got the gags, he got the roast, he got the motherfucking news that your low vibrating nosy ass can motherfucking use. Oh, girl. Now, it's not all, girl. I'm gonna let y'all know I'm tired. I almost didn't do this commentary, girl. Y'all know that I had to come to Columbia yesterday, girl. And I had to pay all my motherfucking, I had to go to court, girl, the traffic fucking court, girl, which was a breeze. I was so mad as hell. I had to take a 4.5-hour drive, girl, just to be in traffic court for all of 9 fucking minutes, okay? Didn't even get to see a judge. Didn't even get to see a jury, girl. The motherfucking police officer knows my fucking great uncle, who's a goddamn judge and shit, girl. Literally was just like, bitch, go pay your goddamn reinstatement fees, girl. I'm not even gonna, it's nothing to even do here, girl. So I decided to go ahead and stay in Columbia until this morning, girl, so I could push on through to the DMV, girl, and pay my little $200 for my little reinstatement fee, girl, which I don't plan on even getting another South Carolina license, girl, because I don't even live in the motherfucking city. I don't even live in the motherfucking state no more, okay? So I just went ahead and wrapped up my little reinstatement fees, girl. God is good in the hood, girl, okay? When you got family in the highest of places, girl, okay? When you got members of your family who connected to the Illuminati, girl, okay? You can do the bald-headed hoe shit that I can do, girl, okay? And get away with bloody motherfucking murder, girl. But I'm tired as hell because I had to push back on down to the Bama because I had other shit to do. And I'm tired as hell. But the Holy Spirit said, your people need you, baby. More importantly, Monique and Daddy need you, okay? So CTV to the motherfucking rescue, girl, okay? Now, there's been a lot that's been happening, girl. Y'all know that Monique and DL Hughley have been at odds ever since this whole issue over headliners. There's been backwards and forwards and forwards and backwards and tomato throwing in every direction. Even to the point that DL's eldest daughter has jumped into the mix to confront Monique over bringing up her little sister's sexual assault situation and her father, to DL initially offering Monique an opportunity to come on his show, but then after a plethora of things and how hurt his daughter is over this whole situation, he's referred to Monique as a monster and said he wants nothing to do with her, okay? And amidst all of that, girl, there are more backlash coming against Monique, and it's coming right from her own family now. Monique's allegedly biological sister and her brother Gerald. Yes, the brother who allegedly molested her. The one who Oprah and them, girl, the Black Illuminati had gave motherfucking 15 minutes to, girl. Yes, God. Has spoken out, girl, and we want to get into their response to this controversy, okay? There's also, amidst us having conversations about this and covering the story, there's been conversations around, well, what the fuck has Monique done? What has Monique done for anybody but herself? What has Monique done for the Black community? When has she ever did anything for anybody that didn't benefit her? Well, we're going to get into just that as well. So before we do, once again, let me check and make sure y'all thumbs up this goddamn video, girl. Okay? Let me make sure y'all not playing in my face in here at 10 o'clock at night and there's 200 of y'all, girl. If it's 200 of y'all, then there needs to easily be 100 likes on this video because we ain't getting into no mess if these likes is looking funky. Okay? How doing? Ooh, 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 ooh. Girl, and if y'all is wondering what the fuck this is, girl, it's an AC, girl. Because a bitch is hot, girl. And my little fan that I use behind my lights to keep me matte, girl, is broke. So I'm going to have to go and get me an old nasty piece of fan, girl, okay, so I can plug it up to this damn wall. Where all these lights at, girl. Okay, we need one more light, girl. One more light for the 100, honey. That's what we're going to need, girl, before we proceed, honey. And if you're new here, once again, go ahead and give me old nasty piece of thumbs up and subscription, girl. Hold on. Let me check these lights, baby. Okay, we got to take care of business and things, honey. I come up here and give y'all my hard-earned energy and time. Be up here, up in this bitch 24 hours with y'all, girl. Giving my life away, girl. Okay. Okay, thank y'all. Thank y'all. Ooh, I got an old nasty piece of cash app, girl. Thank you, Miss Tanya. Matter of fact, I gotta speak to everybody coming into the building, girl. Yeah, I'm tired. So if shit is all chronologically out of whack, girl, I'll charge it to the gang and charge it to the slay. Period. Okay. Dude, girl, when I was in traffic court, I was wondering, I said, why the hell are people looking at me like I'm crazy? I forgot, girl. I had forgot, girl. Hold on. Let me get my damn cord. Hold on real quick, girl. I had forgot, girl. This boy was like all up in my grill as I was like headed to my vehicle, girl. As I was getting back in my car, girl. At the traffic court, girl. And I was like, why is this boy all up in my face like this, bitch? I forgot that I done shaved half of my damn head off, girl. Okay, I done forgot that I done did all this, girl. And these country assholes ain't never seen all this slayage before, girls. People's like, what, girl? I forgot that I'm walking around with half my head shaved, girl. My old nasty piece of side shave, okay? And these country bumpkin ass motherfucking heathens, girl, they ain't never seen no space alien like this, girl. Okay, so for those of you who be wondering, girl, why I be alleviating it up, girl, why I be doing the 1 in a million swoop, it's because, girl, I shaved my head. So what's the point of me like wearing my hair in the middle and covering my side shave? I shaved it so I can do all type of designs, lines, parts, draw my name, put your man's name on the side of my head, girl. Okay? If you want to know, girl, if your man is with CTV, girl, just check the initials in my side shave per week, girl, because I'm going to have a different one of y'all's man's names on the side of my head to indicate to you, girl, that you are now in an open relationship, boo. Okay? So when you need to find out if your man, when your man, time is up, girl, when he pulls the ticket, baby, okay, you gonna know. Because his initials gonna be slapped right here on the side of my head, girl. On period. Okay? Hold on, I cannot get into my cash app. Oh, girl, this phone is too much, girl. Everything too much. Thank you, Miss Tanya, for your donation, love. Thank you so much. Okay. If you guys donate to PayPal and Cash App throughout the show, I just want to thank you guys in advance. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I'm so confused right now. Girl, I'm tired. My phone about to die. Okay, girl. I'll deal with that later. Okay, girl. So with no further ado, bitch, let's go ahead and move into this situation, girl. So Monique's brother, biological brother and sister has spoken out. And I want to shout out Sweet Pea Diary, I believe, on YouTube. Her video showed up in my algorithm, girl. And I think she just went live 3 hours ago. But I learned this through the title in her video, and I clicked her video, girl, to see what it gives, girl. And she had done spilled an old nasty piece of receipt, girl, over from Facebook, child. So you guys make sure to show Sweet Pea Diaries some love, okay? Because that's how I became aware, girl, that Monique's brother and sister had spoken out, girl. And y'all know I love supporting my fellow content creators, girl, because we got out here in these streets, bitch. If ain't nobody gonna look out for us, we got to look out for each other, girl, okay? So y'all guys, y'all know I'm here for community, girl, in every which way. So please go over. If you go over and check out Sweet Pea's Diaries commentary after this, girl, let her know that I sent you. Let her know that CTV shouted her out, girl. Let her know that CTV, girl, had gave her credit for the tea she had spilled, girl. Okay, hold on. Let me put my phone. Something. Hold on, girl. It's a lot going on, girl. I don't. Hold on. It be too much going on, girl. Hold on to your love. You got to hold on. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Put my phone on silent, girl, because it be too much going on. Yes, get these likes up, girl. Okay, so let's get into some of these receipts, girl. So let's read over on Facebook, girl. Let me share my screen with you guys. So Monique, you guys know, has a very troubled relationship to her family. Okay, Monique has spoken out about not being on the greatest terms with her mother. Okay, you guys also know that Monique's eldest son, I believe, they are at odds. Okay, you guys know that Monique obviously and her brother Gerald are definitely, you know, not on speaking terms. He's her abuser, and allegedly her and her sister are estranged as well. So there's a lot of family dysfunction going on here. Okay, um they have decided to weigh in on everything that's going on with Monique, and we're going to read their responses here. Okay, now this is from Facebook, you guys. This is hold on, wait a minute. Oh, actually I see it. Okay, here it is, girl. Okay, so her sister, Millicent Imus, girl. Okay, matter of fact, hold on, girl. Do you, I told you I'm tired as hell. Hey, One Community, what's going on, love? Shout out to One Community in the building, you guys. Hold on, let me do something real quick, you guys. Thumbs up, you guys are in the building, please. Also, make sure that you guys subscribe to One Community over on YouTube. Amazing, amazing, amazing individual, girl. Put out wonderful content, plethora of different content, and he's awesome, child. So make sure that you subscribe over to One Community. Hold on, girl. I gotta pull up my laptop up. Child, this is an improv live, girl. Just to let y'all know, I literally am pushing through for you guys. Okay, I'm just getting home. Just getting all my shit back situated and set up, girl. Okay, pushing through for you all. So just to give you guys a little bit of a history, okay, about Monique's oldest sister, the one who Millicent Imus, okay. Ricky Smiley reported on her back in 2018. I'm going to give you guys a bit of an origin story so you can just kind of see some of the dynamics here with Monique and her family. Let me see what I'm doing here, okay? Because it's a lot, okay? So this is an article from the Ricky Smiley Show, and it is captioned, Monique's sister puts her on blast. Now, this is a 2018 post, okay? Just to give you guys a little bit of a backstory on why there's a lot of tension, okay, going on. Monique has been making headlines lately after she alleges that Netflix offered her $500,000 to do a comedy special. The comedian and Academy Award winner believes she deserves more and wants to be paid like fellow comedians Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, and Amy Schumer. According to Rolling Out, now Monique's sister is getting involved in the drama. Her older sibling, Millicent Imus, okay, so this is Monique's oldest sister, believes that she needs to calm down over this pay and focus more on their sick mother. She said on social media, quote, here's my reply, and I thought the sucker dick would end what little career she had left, but damn, 500,000 would have probably given you the crossover that you could never obtain, and you wants to play the I'm a A-list whatever. And again, you're not. So what the others were offered, it was based on their merit and not their Oscars. Sis, please get a grip. I know you're reading your comments and like your whatever. He is said, everybody else can be wrong. Go figure. Stay in your lane, boo. Well, enough said. Let's all keep her in prayer. Bye, Felicia. This song explains it. P.S. Oh, and by the way, mommy's doing good if you wanted to know. She even wrote another post about Monique and posted a song by Teddy Pendergrass called The Whole Town's Laughing at Me. Some believe that her husband, Sidney Hicks, is influencing the comedian to do these videos. We will keep you posted as the Monique drama continues. So here it is, you guys. Her older sister has been chiming in on her public quarrels forever. As you see here, her older sister dragged her back in 2018 when Monique was speaking out about Netflix shorthanding her, okay? After handing some of these male female comedians guap some money, okay? They threw her a measly $500,000. You guys know Monique was calling for a boycott, etc. of Netflix. And her sister was saying, hey, you ain't no A-lister, sit your ass down. I don't know who you think you is. By the way, you need to come see your mama. And you guys know, and I believe that Monique's mother finally did pass, and allegedly the sister claimed that Monique did not attend the funeral, which I don't know why she felt the need to put that out, because I mean, if she didn't want to attend the funeral, she didn't want to attend the funeral. It's her mother, okay? And she don't owe it to her damn sister or her goddamn brother to show up if she did not want to show up for whatever reason she did not show up for, okay? But as you guys see, it has always been hot and heavy as it relates to Monique's family. Now, speeding up to 2022, girl, DL Hughley drama is going on, and Monique's sister, her oldest sister, chimes in again, okay? And we're going to read her Facebook post here, okay? Millicent Imans, okay? She wrote again, enough is enough. Stop the madness. It's not a good look. God has shut you down before, and believe me, he will do it again. Exclamation points, baby. She big mad. Let's start by staying on topic. You, in all caps, are and have been displacing your anger on the wrong people. Why don't you start, sister, with you? And that begins with one digging deep and praying. When we pray and God hears us and he gives it back to us, he should say something to you. But you choose to listen to the devil who was once a fallen angel. My God, she getting biblical, bitch. Take heed and clean your house up because it's dirty, in all caps. Sis, you're coming with the same story over and over again. If nothing changes, nothing changes. Your career has been dead in the past, and now it's about to come to life. And now you are killing it again. And now the plug is about to be pulled on you, and you are about to be canceled, in all caps. Again, this time it's flatline. I just can't take no more text messages or phone calls. At one time, the stage in the world was your oyster. What you're doing now is offensive to this family, our parents, and your siblings. But all of a sudden, it's about you having to be right, good, bad, or indifferent, and now you are wrong as two left shoes. It's absolutely maddening to see you embarrass yourself like this, which at this time is a reflection on the family, your true biological family, in all parentheses, not your made-up family or your wife. Wait a minute, did she really just refer to Sidney Child as the wife? Hey, Chelsea, did she really just refer to Sidney? Did she really just refer to Monique's husband as wife? Baby, when Monique turned around and put two black rings around her sister's eyeballs, baby, I'm going to be here for it. I'm going to be here for it, baby. 2022, Monique's family reunion, baby. I'm going to be here for the queen of comedy putting two black motherfucking rings around oldest sister eyeballs, girl. Just like that. But your siblings and our parents, may they rest in peace, are turning over in heaven on your earthly behavior. Although you did not show up to your father's or your mother's funeral service, I'm sure they forgive you because they know who their child used to be. I see you are making statements about other people's children, so where are yours? Again, clean your house up and you'll be set free. LOL, I have receipts. As your old bodyguard used to say, let's play nice. As you say, this is all coming from a place of love. Sister, stop. Your biological sister. Millicent, love you to life and will be here for you always. Girl, where is the be there part? You have been consistently dogging your younger, more successful, richer, more accomplished sister from here to Timbuktu. Now, I find it funny that the oldest sister is calling Monique out for the way she's handling her situation with DL. But what she called all these years of her ass taken to the public square. And don't even have the decency to use smart text. These goddamn sentences so goddamn bunched up and grammatically fucked up. I don't know who got on Mo 2 left shoes. Monique or her? Now the sister giving me big mad energy, girl, and it seems that this is very personal, baby. I don't know whether the sister felt she should have won an Oscar as well, whether she should have been headlining and selling out shows when the Queens of Comedy was running. I don't know whether she thought she should have been on the podcast, baby. But it's giving me a little jealousy tease. Is what it's giving me. Now, under the same post, you guys, Monique's brother, Gerald Imus, had the unmitigated goddamn gall to actually chime his ass in as if he is qualified to even have a damn Facebook page. Bitch, you should be happy that your ass ain't in prison somewhere. Thanks to your sister, you can even access Facebook and have the capacity and luxury to even speak out about what she got going on with DL Hughley. Bitch, how you round here and then inserted a whole trauma into your fucking own sister, and you got the nerve to double down on your older sister trying to come down on her, when if it is true that Monique has any bit of issues, bitch, it's because of you. So how in the hell you critiquing her when you one of the main reasons why she might be out here knucking and damn bucking the way she is? Bitch, you wouldn't even have the liberty of speaking out from the comfort of your home and your iPhone if it wasn't for your sister who didn't throw your ass into the back of the federal penitentiary for what you did to her. You would think that you would catch a clue and adhere to some motherfucking mercy and take your goddamn second chance and haul the fuck ass, baby, because I would be kissing the heels of Monique's ass, baby, instead of provoking her to open up a motherfucking case on my ass, baby, and finally try our situation forevermore. Nonetheless, the alleged molester chimes in on his sister, and he says, quote, sis, this your big brother. Gerald. Gerald. baby, I think it's safe to say that Monique does not think of you as her brother, yet alone her big brother at that. The fact that you talking to her as if there is any good damn reason for her ass to be listening to you about any motherfucking thing, it's a Twilight Zone all by it damn self. Okay? Nonetheless, girl, he goes on, sis, this your big brother. Listen now. Girl, nah. Monique gave you a second chance, bitch, so that you can use nah? You're not even a college professor, girl. Monique didn't put the motherfucking police department on your ass so that you could be out here using nah and sus and though. Are you okay, Miss Gerald? Girl, Miss Gerald goes on. I know you don't want to hear from matter of fact. I know you don't care. Even what I have to say. Yes! Yes, Gerald. She absolutely don't want to hear from you. Matter of a fact, she damn sure don't give no damn about what you got to say. I'm trying to figure out why it is you think there is space for you to be saying anything to her, girl. She ain't out here in federal court, girl. She ain't going down for murder, bitch. She's in a petty quarrel with a fellow comedian, and you interjecting your ass in here as if she's fucking Monique Simpson, girl. And this her last leg. And it's time for some exceptional family intervention. It's the dramatization for me. It's the family dramatizing Monique's situation with this DL nigga for me. Nonetheless, he goes on. I know you don't want to hear from matter of a fact. I know you don't even care what I have to say, but listen to this. Remember a conversation we once had? I'm sure, Gerald, that Monique has tried to Men in Black all memory of you and her, baby. I'm pretty sure that Monique has actively tried to work to suppress all of her memories of you, baby. I'm sure that there's only one thing that Monique thinks of when you come to mind, baby. And I'm sure that you also know what that is, which is why you are so matter of a fact about knowing why she don't give a damn about your input about a motherfucking thing. Do you remember, he goes on to say, a conversation we once had, I mentioned to you, your brother Steve took from nothing to where you are now by the grace of God. Okay, so none of these motherfuckers can type, read, girl. I don't know whether I don't know whether the family even got a GED, girl. It seemed like the older sister and the brother, girl, I don't know what's going on with the hooked on phonics. Okay, nonetheless, because I'm gonna have to struggle through this text, girl. By the grace of God with you, a vision you both had being from the same place made you great without no money or fame. You got there being humble. The word is humble. And you have been banished once again behind bullshit. Behind bullshit? He's saying that this man literally is a free man who never truly got held accountable for what he did to his own sister, and got the nerve to be dramatizing his sister's spat with an alleged self-proclaimed comedian, girl, as if she is the goddamn Buffalo shooter, as if she is the Uvalde, Texas serial killer, girl. He calling her petty quarrel with a fellow comedian bullshit. What do you think your trauma inducing ass brought into her life if what she on is her bullshit? I'm curious to know. The word is humble. You have been banished once behind bullshit. Do you remember? By you, that you could point out everybody wrong, and sometimes you may have been right. He didn't even spell right completely out, girl. He just girl acronym right, girl. RGT, girl. How you got all this to say, but didn't even take time to write grammatical, cohesive sentences? Because your petty, twisted ass is so ready to hop up into some shit, bitch. You ain't even taking time to spell out words in their entirety, girl. R-G-T, Miss Mamas. And then the broken English and sentences and missing Jesus be with me. Sometimes you may have even been right, RGT. But now, baby, it's time for you to take a good look at self for all the you know about the game you are in. You continue to play it wrong for all them for whom help you get fame. You shit on your family. Is what he says. Your friends, you shitted on in Baltimore. He think he got the nerve to tell Monique who she shitting on. This man is speaking as if he is Mother damn Teresa, and as if he didn't create some of the most vile transgressions against the woman who he is judging and berating and calling out for shitting on people. I am truly happy to see you get another shot, but however, just as fast as it came, it can leave again, but you are no gangster. Nobody owes you shit, says the man who stole his sister's innocence. Says the man who took his sister's innocence, allegedly. Tells her, the woman that he traumatized, the woman that he set up to have whatever issues she may have had as a result, or still have as a result. He tells her, her perpetrator tells her that the world don't owe her shit. Wow. You get what you get. You get what you give, while this nigga was given a free shot at life because his sister was gracious enough to leave his ass where he lay. Right, Aya, the motherfucking audacity. This is wicked. This is wicked. This is wicked. This is why motherfuckers be in a sunken place. This is what you call narcissistic abuse. I guarantee it. Monique is the product of narcissistic abuse and comes from a strong narcissistic ass family. Her fucking siblings are probably the fucking victims of narcissistic abuse. And sometimes those abused by narcissists can turn into the fucking narcissist. And this motherfucker Gerald here is giving me narcissist times 12. I mean, talk about the level of gaslighting when your perpetrator and the person who violated you, your own fucking blood and kin, who you did not even kill or jail as a result of what they did to you, turns around and has everything to say about your non-criminal offenses. This motherfucker talking to Monique and addressing Monique as if she's out here in involved in a whole goddamn murder case or something. How the motherfucker who should have had a goddamn murder case, who should have had a goddamn federal case, all up in the mix. This is twisted. No gangster, nobody owes you shit. You get what you give. Maybe it's time for you to change managers. And then got the nerve to say, love you always, G. Monique Sugar, if you listening to this, I want you to absolutely keep shitting on your motherfucking family. And what I mean by keep shitting on them, please stay the fuck away from these people for the rest of your natural born motherfucking life. Do not expose your children to these motherfuckers. You in a position now to create your own family, to redo the process all over again, to start from scratch. God gave you bless you with a husband and kids. Just create your own separate lineage, baby. Leave these motherfuckers where they at, baby. If you out there listening, run, baby, and never look back. I pray to God that Monique don't even acknowledge these motherfuckers. Leave their ass right on unread. But to make matters even more interesting, more of Monique's relatives chime in. Lee Rusk, allegedly, is a cousin. He writes and replies to Gerald's post and says, hey, cousin, woo! I'm praying, fam, that she get a new manager. How about she get a new lawyer and put your cousin, Lee Rusk, in goddamn prison? How about that? How about she finally get that long-appointed investigator on the case and pursue justice unto herself while she's at finding a new motherfucking manager? Woo, cousin, I'm praying, fam, that she get a new manager. I just don't have no words. Stay safe and take care. Stay safe. Then Lee Rusk addresses the older sister. Hey, Millicent Imus, prayers up, cousin. I just don't have any words right now. Stay safe and bless, Lisa from Beechwood. Lisa from Beechwood. I want you to hear this, girl. And this came straight from the spirit world. It came straight from the ancestors, girl. Is you listening, Lee? Sir, from Beechwood? Okay. Okay. Is you listening? Okay. Fuck you. That's from the ancestors, girl. Okay? More comments came. Keeping you all in prayers. Someone else said, what up, baby girl, Debbie? Someone else wrote, I'm praying she reads this and gives it all to God. Oh, the way she gave what her brother did to her, to God, rather than giving his ass over to the state. She could have it all again if she stayed focused. Just put in the work and let her talent speak for itself. Very well said, my sis. Baby, when you got a family like this, who the fuck needs haters? Eric says, as I read this, normally I wouldn't respond to stuff like this, but this is my family, and I have to say simply this. Honor your father and mother so that you may live long in the land the Lord your God is giving you. I just hope and pray a certain person receives this so they can be delivered from their pain. Your arms are really too short. You know what's wild about this, you guys? I was watching Monique's her interview with the itis. Shout out to the itis who recently interviewed Monique, Sunday it was, or Saturday. Monique literally said that her D.L. Hughley's bitch assness reminded her of the bitch assness in her father. Because when her father became aware of what had happened to her, the abuse that happened to her, that he also did what D.L. Hughley alleged that he did in his situation with his daughter, which was nothing. And the fact that these people are jumping into a completely superficial spat between two grown-ass people, acting like Monique is out here committing domestic terrorism, and then have the gall to try to make her feel guilty for not attending her father's funeral. If Monique don't want to attend a motherfucking funeral of the man who did nothing to protect her from the evil that existed right in their own fucking home, bitch, y'all really should count yourselves as lucky. Because the fact that Monique did not pick up an AK-47 and lose her motherfucking mind and send everybody ass in the family into the goddamn spirit world, the fact that these people want Monique out of some twisted honor of their parents to show up for them until the end, despite at least what we know about her relationship to her father, despite there not really being a true father and daughter relationship, and to leave all of that out and to make it about her not showing up to a dead man's motherfucking funeral, but don't want to talk at all about the way that that man in that casket abandoned his own fucking daughter. But got the nerve to beat Monique over the motherfucking head for not sweeping shit under the rug and not pretending to go along to get along and not pretending that everything was all right. And not pretending like there was no motherfucking elephant in the room of the family. Because she actually woke up, confronted motherfuckers, and then took her life and ran with it. And never looked back. And see, this is some deep shit. This is the type of dark denial that goes on in black families. Where you literally have to sit across the Thanksgiving table with your fucking molester. Where you got to sit across the Christmas table from your molester. And you actually have convinced yourself that this is fucking normal. Because there's such a collective denial and such a collective practice of denial that has existed so long in the goddamn family that you've also numbed yourself to the fucking insanity of having to eat goddamn sugar grits with your fucking perpetrator sitting within 2 feet of y'all, while also knowing that everybody in the motherfucking room knows what happened to you, and you. And we gonna keep showing up acting like none of that happened. And mama gonna love on this motherfucker like nothing ain't gonna happen. And daddy gonna love on this motherfucker like nothing ain't happened. And we gonna sit around and exist every day with these motherfuckers with no conversation, no accountability, no confrontation, no dialogue, and then be demonized if you dare choose to speak to and to acknowledge, finally, the elephant that has always been in the motherfucking room. You are the one who becomes the enemy of the state. You are the one who becomes the bad guy. You are the one who gets blamed for bringing trouble to the family because you won't protect everybody else from the violence that has happened to you at the hands of somebody they motherfucking ass love. And because you are willing to confront and to recognize your victimization at the hands of someone they would rather have a fantasy about instead of a reality check about, you are the bad guy. Baby, 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 baby. See. Monique, bitch, run. Run. Baby. If I know 2018, they came for your neck. But baby, if there was a little bit of you left, feeling a little guilty, feeling like you in fact may be wrong, that you need to return back to these people, that you need to consider them, baby, please let this be the final nail in the coffin. If there was any look of doubt in you, that these people should have a seat at your table and should have a seat in your soul. Baby, when God told Lot to grab his children and his wife and to get the fuck out of sodomy because he's about to fuck the motherfucking city up and to never look back, Monique, baby, take what the fuck is happening right now and keep motherfucking running and don't look back on these motherfuckers. Some shit is so vile and sick and broken and dense and dysfunctional and twisted up that there is no redemptive fucking quality in it. And I fully discern and believe that this is one of those situations that these folk are fucking far gone. In my motherfucking opinion, these motherfucking folk are far gone. The fucking gall of these people. Unbelievable, girl. This is a whole case study. This is an entire case study. We got to keep moving, girl. I'll probably come back and do a separate show, girl, because that blew me. I didn't even read this before I came on live, girl. So I'm catching all this in real time, girl. But that didn't open up a whole nother situation, girl, that we might have to get into on a whole separate occasion. So that's the so-called biological family, girl, chiming in. Gerald, the brother who allegedly molested her, telling her to humble herself and the world don't owe her shit. Okay? And the eldest sister, okay, doubling down on what she believes and seems to be rejoicing in the downfall of her sister. What neither one of these stupid ass, illiterate ass, non-thinking, non-comprehensible, non-interpreting ass motherfuckers don't understand is that your sister went into this situation to give DL his motherfucking ass. Bitch, this not a loss to Monique. Monique came to grab her motherfucking bag and to drag DL's Hughley once and for all because he was finally in the motherfucking building to be checked. Amano to motherfucking Amano. She didn't blow it with DL because her business was with the promoter who hired her So these motherfuckers talking about acting like because she fell out with a nigga whose relationship she was bringing to a close. Did you forget the other part, Gerald and Millicent, that y'all sister, the one who y'all saying is blowing it, is currently cashing a Netflix check because she's working with another Negro who lied on her and had to recant and then make it up to her by throwing her old nasty bag, honey. Did you not catch your sister's interview with the itis, where a promoter reached out to the interviewer's girl because they want Monique to headline a arena gig and give her creative direction, girl? That there are bags upon bags being thrown at the sister while y'all are dramatizing her situation with a nigga she had no plan on actually continuing a relationship to. She took this gig for the bag and to finally sound off on 10 plus years of DL running his yabba dabba motherfucking do. And he exacerbated her plight by acting a plumb fool over this headliner issue, baby. So it was certainly the final nail in the coffin. Okay? Monique will always be booked and busy. And baby, what y'all should be paying attention to is if Monique is blowing some of her relationships, girl, why is she willing to? She clearly must be willing to because her and daddy gonna be all right with or without the money that could be made by kissing ass in the industry. See, people who out here standing up for themselves are doing so because they're comfortable with what they got if all else fails, baby. If Monique couldn't work another day in her life, baby, Monique will be just fine. But Monique is currently working on a project with Lee Daniels under Netflix. Catch, bitch. Catch it, Miss Mamas. Okay? Now, let's segue. A lot of y'all in my comment sections over the past week have been talking about what has Monique done? What has Monique done for the Black community? Monique is so selfish. She's weaponizing femininity. She's weaponizing sexism. She's weaponizing. Monique only cares about herself. Really? That's what you think? I don't think some of y'all are really listening. You're probably not listening because you already have your own preconceived notions and you just don't like Monique and, you know, she's just acting in a way that you wouldn't act. And it's okay, you know. If you're the kind of person who lays down and take it and you stay quiet, it's okay if you're passive aggressive, okay? Just because Monique speaks truth to power and call motherfuckers to the carpet doesn't make her the bad guy just because you're somebody who would take the punch. But to all y'all who've been saying that Monique does not, in fact, do anything for anybody else, let's explore that. Let's do that, okay? Because there was a particular show that would say otherwise, okay? I want you guys to listen to this, okay? Let me read an old nasty piece of YouTube disclaimer, girl. Hold on, man. You know, we about to run that beautiful bean footage, girl. Do I got an old nasty girl? I might gotta put it up on my damn phone, girl. I never have this disclaimer ready, girl. Okay, so hold on, girl. I'm gonna have to read an old nasty piece, and I'm gonna drop the link, girl. We ain't gonna be here all night, so when y'all come up, girl, you know, say what you gotta say and drop down. Ooh, my phone is dead, girl. My phone is dead, y'all. So I'm gonna have to actually find it, girl. Hold on. I need to pull up an old nasty piece. A YouTube disclaimer, girl, for all of the critics who've been saying that Monique is selfish. She don't do nothing for nobody. She only talk like this to benefit herself. Okay. Sure. That's what you think? Is that what you think? Okay, hold on. Let me put on my fair use, girl. I want y'all to listen, honey. And I'm going to give my little bit of commentary. And then I'm going to drop the motherfucking link after we play this beautiful bean footage, girl. Hold on to your love. Okay? All right, girl. So let me go ahead and share, girl. Listen to some of these sound bites from her infamous Breakfast Club interview, girl. Hold on to your love. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, okay, okay. Let me blow this up, girl, and sit my fat ass down, girl. There we go, okay. Okay, girl. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news report, and teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Okay. You guys know I'm going to have to talk a little bit in between some of these sound bites, girl, but we got quite a few of them, girl. And I just had to bless the Black Holy Ghost for this, girl. I just had to bless the Black Holy Ghost. So we're going to start at the 24-minute mark, girl, where Monique starts to talk about some of these situations that gave rise to her being considered difficult and hard to work with and nasty and mean, etc. Okay? Let's listen to Monique talk about this infamous Ebony magazine cover shoot with Steve Harvey and Chris Rock that big rolling ball ass Martin claimed was a nightmare. Okay? According to sources, girl. Okay? Let's see why they called Monique a nightmare regarding this Ebony photo shoot, honey. Listen to Angela Yee and shout out to the Breakfast Club for this old nasty piece of interview, girl. Let me cue my shit up just right, child. Listen to this. And make sure you got your headphones on, girl. Matter of fact, y'all know how y'all be doing with these Boost Mobiles, girl. So let me know that the audio was good. If the audio was good, put a 1 in the chat, okay?
Please. You guys discuss, please. So you did talk about the situation with Lee Daniels, yes. And you talked about people saying that now we've read some things also because you're here in our presence. I would love for you to speak on this. So there are people that say that you didn't treat people well, yes, and that they've had issues working with you and that you're difficult. Yes. So let's address them.
Okay, so can you guys hear? No echo? Okay, so everybody with an iPhone is pressing 1, girl. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so let's continue to listen, girl.
That because Roland Martin brought it up when you guys spoke on Twitter.
Yes.
And he talked about the Ebony magazine cover shoot that you did with Chris Rock and Steve Harvey.
Yes.
And he said that it was a nightmare because of you. What happened at that shoot?
Well, what happened at that shoot was a check was thrown at one of our assistants. And you don't throw anything at anyone. And I had a problem with that. See, they won't fill you in on all that happened. So you had to let that person know that's not how you do business, and that's unacceptable. So
Period. Okay. Okay, so here it is. This woman checks a motherfucker who's on set who rudely tosses and throws a check at one of her assistants. And anybody who has worked in the industry, including myself, girl, let me tell you, baby, these Hollywood spaces, these sets on movies, these sets when you're working as a model, as an extra, etc., girl, are just as nasty as some of these everyday normal workplace environments are between co-workers and supervisors, etc., girl. Okay? Don't think that all that glitters is gold, because Hollywood, girl, is very materialistic. A lot of dehumanizing behavior goes on in the industry, girl. And look, y'all thought that the red casting couch was a whole horror story all by itself. This type of exploitation and arrogance and narcissism exists in every nook and crevice of the entertainment industry. Some of the most narcissistic people you will ever meet are in entertainment. Okay? So while Roland Butterball Biscuit Martin was claiming that this photo shoot was a nightmare, given for the context, yeah, you damn right it was a nightmare. Because Monique was not going to allow a motherfucker to disrespect one of her employees by throwing a fucking check at them. Okay? In the words of Monique, I'm the problem. I'm the problem. I'm the problem. Damn right, I'm the problem. Okay? Let's go to another motherfucking soundbite at the 27-minute mark. Okay? Listen to this.
I don't like you can't paint Will in the same with the same brush as
Let me
Harvey
say this,
Weinstein.
because
wait a
we're
minute.
really
I'm sorry.
not at odds here. It's just based upon the information that you have, you feel comfortable with it, because this is the world we live in. If you keep hearing it, it seems as if it's true. Ask David Talbert, who was the director of Almost Christmas, if Monique had to stop because Will Packer was given directions over the director, and he's the producer, and Monique said, stop for a moment, please. What we're not going to do is disrespect this black director, because if he was a white director, you as the producer would not give direction over him.
So here it is. Monique, once again, she's on set of Almost Christmas, and she's getting off into Will Packer's ass for overstepping his professional boundaries, okay, and acting like this black man, this black director, David Talbot, don't know what the fuck he doing, when the reason why everybody else got a motherfucking job is because of David Talbot. Okay? So she chose to step in and to remind Mr. Will Packer to humble his motherfucking self. Because if she, as a working girl in the industry, can let this black man, this black professional, this black director direct, Then nigga, so can you. We are the actors. He's the director. Don't forget it. Let's go to another soundbite. At the 28-minute mark, where she then defends Will Packer. Okay, the same motherfucker she just called out for disrespecting David Talbert on set. She then turns around and defends motherfucking Will Packer girl. Okay? Because Monique is fair. Okay? This shit ain't personal. She just don't stand for no bullshit behavior. And anybody can get this work when they out of line. So if you wrong, you wrong. And if somebody else done wronged you, she can defend your ass when you've been wrong. Okay? Listen to her at the 28-minute mark.
Who happened to be Caucasian on the set that was talking to Bone. At that moment, he seemed to have got it and was embarrassed by what it was that he had done. Now, to show you how fairly that Monique plays, there was a gentleman who happened to be Caucasian on the set that was talking to Monique about the whole production and was referring to David Talbert and Will Packer as boys. Well, she took exception to that, had a conversation with the gentleman and said, that's not what we talk about in 2016. We're not going to talk like that.
So here it is. Some motherfucking mayonnaise motherfucker on set. Okay, it's a damn echo. I'll paraphrase it for you. Okay? You can listen to this interview for your motherfucking self. Matter of fact, let me stop sharing. Matter of fact, no. We're going to use the audio, girl. Because like LeVar Burton, girl, you ain't got to take my motherfucking word for it. Let me stop sharing the screen. I'll let it play in the background. Listen to this 28-minute mark, okay, where she defends Will Packer against a racist motherfucker on set. Okay, the same nigga who she just checked for disrespecting David Talbot on set.
Who happened to be Caucasian on the set that was talking to Monique about and had a conversation with Will. And to his credit, at that moment, he seemed to have got it and was embarrassed by what it was that he had done. Now, to show you how fairly that Monique plays, there was a gentleman who happened to be Caucasian on the set that was talking to Monique about the whole production and was referring to David Talbert and Will Packer as boys. Well, she took exception to that, had a conversation with the gentleman and said, that's not what we talk about in 2016. We're not going to talk like that. And the gentleman, to his credit, apologized, but she brought everyone in. Will.
Okay, so here it is. She's on set and gets a motherfucking mayonnaise motherfucker together who thinks that it's appropriate for his mayonnaise ass to talk to her about two black men and refer to them as boy. Now, y'all already know that boy is a racist colloquialism, girl. Okay, so just do your research on boy. Okay? And all of its racist history, girl. And she didn't even bother to ask him what he meant by it. She just let it be known, bitch, you can't talk to me about two other black men as a mayonnaise man in the tone and with the vernacular that you are, Miss Mamas. We don't do that. Shut it the fuck down. Period. Anybody can get this motherfucking work, baby. Okay? Now, listen to this as well, girl. Okay? Because she don't just stand up for others. She does her share, standing up for her motherfucking self, too. She keeps that same energy with herself as well, girl. Okay? Listen to this.
And the reason she had a difficulty with one of the individuals who were the, what was she? AP or first AP or something like that. She had walked into Monique's trailer while she was undressed without knocking. And I don't know if you know, but there was a letter that Steve Harvey had written a while ago in reference to how people just walk into his room. What happens is...
Okay. So here it is. She had an assistant producer who very much so in total unprofessionalism didn't even bother to be knocking on her trailer door, but just entitled herself to come on in, and came in one time when Monique was getting undressed and she checked the heifer. Rightfully so. Where they do that at? This is called a dressing room for a reason. Why would you just entitle yourself to be turning knobs to the left and to the motherfucking right, bitch? It's called a dressing room. Did it not dawn on you that I may in fact be getting dressed or undressed? Seems very sensible to be correcting all these motherfuckers who turn around and stigmatize her as difficult. I find all these situations to be appropriate reactions on behalf of Monique. Bitch, you can't even put your head through my car window without knocking on the glass first, bitch. You come over to my car and you see me sitting and perched, girl. You've got to ask me to roll up the window so you can knock, so I can roll it down and greet you accordingly, baby. You got to knock, Miss Mama. Now, it's one more soundbite I want to play. And it's at the 30-minute mark, baby. Because, see, like Monique, I'm here to have this fight with you. See, y'all forget all the context here. And this is for all the folk who said Monique is difficult, baby. She done. Oh, yeah. We get into it. Look at also a situation that popped up on the set of Precious. That involved Miss Monique. For all y'all. See, you got to seek why she doing what she doing in these situations, baby. There's always two sides to every story. From the haters, and then from the actual truth tellers, okay? Listen to what happened on the set of Precious.
She's fighting for people's rights. There were people that were getting their fingers pointed in their face that happened to be black women by white men on the set of Precious. And she said, I can't allow that to happen, guys. So what happens is you are forgetting that this is a country that had slavery for hundreds of years.
There were white men in power on the set of Precious who were being rude and condescending and actually pointing their fingers, their mayonnaise, nasty ass, country ass fingers in the faces of black women who were employed on the set. And Monique was kicking ass and taking names and checking motherfuckers then. So to all the people who've been asking, because I played all that to say this, for all the people who've been saying, what has Monique ever done for anybody else? She's put her reputation on the fucking line. Even when it could have benefited her to let other motherfuckers fight their own battles. Because by her choosing to defend David Talbot, she was stigmatized. Because she chose to then stand up for Will Packer, who was disrespecting David Talbot. She got stigmatized. Because she told Oprah during an Oscar party that they needed to motherfucking talk because Oprah didn't keep her fucking word in a private conversation that they had, she was stigmatized. Because she was asked to do more than what the hell she should have and chose to utilize the word no to Lee Daniels after she had already only took a $50,000 payout for the movie Precious and then was expected to fly all around Europe without the things she needed and without the bag required because she was already doing his ass a favor, stigmatized. What Monique is doing is standing up for motherfuckers, not just herself, but for everybody else, and putting her motherfucking bag and her career and her reputation on the line. Because when you start teaching people how to treat you, oh, motherfuckers start taking that shit real personal. Motherfuckers don't like when you somebody who can't be walked all over. Motherfuckers don't like a motherfucker who gonna stand up for themselves. Motherfuckers don't like a motherfucker who draws and sets boundaries. You might can treat this, and that one, bitch, how you want to. But you're not gonna dust me in any type of motherfucking order. So fuck what you heard, baby. You can mistreat and make a goddamn slave and disrespect and walk all over and dishonor whoever settles for that. But please don't let them be a model citizen of what you think is going to be the case when it comes to me, bitch. There might have been a whole lineage of motherfuckers who bowed down and kissed the ring before my ass got here. But know that the book ends today, bitch. And what's weird about this is that all y'all done been through this in one way, shape, or form. Whether it done been in school, whether it done been in your own families, whether it done been on your own job. You have experienced this. So the fact that people think that folk don't go through this in the industry, that's totally ran by respectability politics. And remember, the old saying that goes about Hollywood. It's not about your level of talent. It's about what? Who you know. Do you know what? The who you know? How much information it is in that statement? It's not about how talented you are. It's about who you know. This is why you see a lot of non-talented people existing amongst and next to actual talented people in the industry. Because it's not about talent. It's about who is willing to play into the standards that the gatekeepers have put in place in order for you to get through the door. Who's willing to kiss the motherfucking ring to be and to exist? So guess what you're going to get when you get someone like Monique, who exists in the industry that's predicated on ass kicking and sucking dick and kissing ass and shucking and jiving and giving in. Didn't Terry Crews tell y'all how a mayonnaise man had him in the back of the limousine? Proposition to him. Didn't Terry Crews tell y'all how a whole industry exec came up to him at a party, at an event, with his wife standing right next to him, walked up to him and grabbed his motherfucking nuts? Now think about why somebody would be comfortable enough to walk up to, why another man would be comfortable enough to walk up to another man, a black man at that. Why would a mayonnaise man be this comfortable walking up to a 6'5" muscle bound ass black man with a black woman on his arms and have 100% courage to grab him in the crotch Broad daylight, girl. Like all the lights on in the room, bitch. And there's a living witness right here on my arm. You know why that man had confidence doing that? Because that executive, that mayonnaise executive, did that to plenty of other black men who allowed it for the sake of keeping their motherfucking foot in the industry. Because 100 other black male aspiring actors and talent allowed themselves to be exploited for the sake of a future in Hollywood. 100 other people who sold their souls and sold out created a pattern that resulted in this mayonnaise man's sense of immunity, believing that his actions were inconsequential because 100 other men before Terry Crews allowed it, which reinforced the sexual exploitation of that particular perpetrator. So when you have people who are not willing to be a Monique, what happens is the gatekeepers and the powers that be actually create a false sense of security within their mind because they're in the business of watching people bow down and kiss the ring. So imagine the level of backlash that the rule breaker is going to come into, who has the nerve to contest the arrogance and the abuse and the long history of disrespect of motherfuckers who have been in the business of disrespecting other motherfuckers. Oh yeah, all hell's gonna break loose. I completely understand why Monique was blackballed. And Monique is so clear about what true blackness is that she says, bitch, I ain't even been blackballed. I've been whiteballed. These are just black looking people, baby. Okra is just a black looking person. Shout out to Vicky Dillard. Lee, Tyler are just black looking people, baby. These are skin folk. They ain't kin folk, baby. This is pale supremacy in the form of black and brown. When you are the rule breaker, you're going to be smeared. You're going to be targeted. You're going to be motherfucking attacked. All things that Monique was when she decided she wasn't taking no more motherfucking shit. And if it happened in her, in vicinity to her, she was going to gather motherfucking wigs. Monique is a tradition breaker. And she's breaking all of the rules for all the right reasons. And like I said, I understand that Monique ain't perfect. Okay? But hell, I don't even know if there's really even any basis for her being wrong. That's just a fucking assumption that she ain't perfect. But once again, 80% of the people who criticizing Monique and dragging Monique right now are the same motherfuckers who are enablers in their own families. These are the same people who see their co-workers being done wrong. by the boss and the supervisor and the team lead and management, but rationalize not doing anything because it's none of their business. It ain't your problem. Many of the motherfuckers who are against Monique and criticizing Monique are in apartment complexes and live right next door and hear the woman through the walls being abused every other night by her nigga and won't even call the fucking police when they hear her ass being thrown up against the wall, when they hear her ass crying and wailing, can hear the fucking abuse up above, but don't do nothing because it ain't they business. It's all the motherfuckers criticizing Monique are it ain't none of my business ass motherfuckers. You wouldn't even know how to recognize a real bitch like Monique. You wouldn't even you these are two different classes of motherfucking people. Baby, you don't even have the you don't even have the capacity, baby, to even understand the workings of a real bitch. Cause a pussy nigga could never, baby. It don't even make sense in the mind of a pussy nigga. It ain't even conceivable in the psyche and the intellect of a pussy nigga. Baby, a pussy nigga could never understand the way that a real motherfucker navigates and runs they goddamn ship. In the psyche of a pussy asshole, a real bitch gonna always be a problematic bitch. Always. In the psychology of a punk ass bitch, a real ass bitch is gonna always be an antagonist. And gonna always be an inconvenience. Baby. This is something that you can't get some shit like this, baby. You got to be the apple to get the apple, baby. If you were orange, baby, it's a mental block up. Baby. It takes one to know one. And I am so fucking happy that this loud, emboldened, hard-working ass and deserving black woman done found her motherfucking voice, admitted that once upon a time she was a pussy asshole too, once upon a time. She bowed down, she took it too. She saw it and she didn't say shit too. Shit happened to her and she swallowed it down too. No more, baby. And Monique don't give a fuck whether y'all like her or not these days, baby. She dragging and toe motherfucking tagging and leaving them comment sections wide open for y'all to do all the fussing and cussing you want. Because if she wants to gather another motherfucker or come back for round 16 on DL Hughley's ass in 2 hours, she motherfucking will. Because she knows that pussy ass motherfucking niggas and punk ass goddamn bitches are gonna make her the bad guy no matter what, baby. And see, there is something liberating about when you accept. When you accept, baby, when you know and understand the dynamics, it's something very liberating and freeing about it. When you transcend a fuck to give and you let motherfuckers who can't understand, won't understand, and wouldn't even repent if the facts played out and came down from the Lord himself. When you understand that's who you dealing with, you don't even try no more, baby. You just be. And you let them motherfucking hoes sound off and be as mad as they want to be, baby. Because it ain't a damn you give about it, baby. And 100,000 motherfuckers could be in your goddamn comment section going AWOL, bitch, while you planning your next sabotage in 30 minutes, bitch. I'm about to fuck up another relationship to a pussy ass hoe. I got another bitch I'm about to grab the microphone on and tell to suck my motherfucking dick, baby. Bitch, you better get into it. See, in a broken, unfair, narcissistic ass world, baby, you got to break all the rules in this motherfucker. Everything that a real hoe do gonna be in reverse of the customs and the norms of those who are conforming and complying. And let me tell you something. I'm with Monique because it ain't enough motherfuckers who standing for something. What I can at least say about Monique is trying to stand on something. And I'm going to stand behind anybody trying to stand on something. Because I can't take these compliant motherfuckers no more, baby. So if Monique is ready to be revolutionary, and she makes sure to tie some of her coins up into stocks and bonds and shares, so that when the entire industry officially and fully cancels her, if that's what they're going to do, that her and daddy can still be where the motherfucking money reside, living in the lap of luxury, baby. And she can retire at the age of motherfucking 50. Because right now, she's still going because she can, not because she has to. See, you got to think about, why is Monique still willing to raise hell after she knows that these pussy ass hoes who call themselves gatekeepers can cancel her ass? You know why? It's because even when Lee Daniels canceled her, and Netflix canceled her, and Oprah canceled her, and Tyler canceled her, what y'all never saw her ass do is come up here with a GoFundMe asking y'all for any of y'all motherfucking help to pay her bill. That's why. She can talk the talk. Because she's the motherfucking boss, bitch. She's still moving and shaking in the industry because she can, not because she got to. Because even when these hoes were sending these low-ass motherfucking estimates to her front door for movies and sitcoms and shows because of the damage these Illuminati-ass hoes was doing, girl, her bills were still paid. Water was still running. Ceilings were still high, Miss Mamas. She can afford to be the boss. So I'm here for sis going off because in 5 years, baby, somebody who y'all do respect is going to be benefiting from everything that Monique has been doing over the last few years. Monique is one of them people who she ain't going to be completely understood right now. Just like most people who are trying to change the narrative, who are going against the grain, who are working in reverse against the powers that be. They ain't never understood and appreciated and received fully while they're alive and well, baby. She'll be long gone when people are able to look back and reflect and be like, baby, we had no idea. We had no idea how fucking valuable this woman was. None. But I do, baby. And I'm standing with her. So, for all them hoes who call her difficult, yeah, from all the critics who said, girl, what has she been doing? Monique been slapping motherfuckers around on set for being racist, for being sexist, for being elitist, checking mayonnaise power on set, directly stepping into situations where other black and brown men and women were being disrespected, either by their own people or by outsiders. That's what she been doing. putting her shit on the line, taking a chance and putting herself in a position to get slapped and cussed the hell out, putting herself in a position to be stigmatized because she's willing to be vocal about abuse that even those she protecting are willing to endure for the sake of a job and an opportunity. Baby, y'all better respect and put some motherfucking respect on Miss Monique's name, baby. Same motherfucking woman, baby, who big up Beyonce before Beyonce became the Beyonce of Beyonce's, baby. Baby, she was the first one to recognize, baby, the power in Beyonce ass, baby. Y'all remember all them epic ass tributes Monique was doing on the BET Awards, girl? Paying homage to a real bitch, to a queen, girl. Because it takes one to know one, baby. So when you ask what Monique has ever done for anybody else, just go run that Breakfast Club interview. Because just like reading Rainbow, baby, you ain't got to take my word for it. Now, I'm going to drop the link. And everybody welcome, girl. Y'all know that we disagree over here, girl. Okay? So whether you got a supportive opinion or whether you going against the grain your damn self, baby, and you feel like Monique is toxic, baby, you are welcome to sound off. I just dropped the link. Moderators, please rotate the motherfucking link because I'm gonna get the fuck up out of here, girl. I already done been here for 2 hours. I wouldn't even expect to be here this goddamn long. Let me read some of these comments, girl. See what y'all saying. Let me put the link up here. She was a paid performer. She didn't create the tributes. Hey, Marie.
Hello. Hold on. Let me turn my TV down.
Welcome to the platform. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to turn my TV down. That shit was on 10. I'm sorry. Excuse the cussing.
No problem. So thoughts.
My thoughts is Monique is one of those people that just anytime her name is brought up in the public, I just get angry. I'm like, why do people hate this lady so much? Like, even if you don't agree with everything she says, she's not doing it for a bad cause. You know what I'm saying? Like, they act like she out there rooting for the child molesters of the world or something. Like, she, even if her intentions may not be the best, or not intentions, her actions may not come off well to people or whatever, like, she's fighting for a good cause. And I feel like, and maybe I really respect your opinion, Conscious. Why do you think our community has a problem with the good guy or the good causes of the world? It seems like those are the ones we want to attack the most, but there's still people of our community still running around here talking about R. Kelly is innocent, and I just don't get it. It's like we love to poop on goodness. I don't know. I don't understand
it. It's a slave mentality. We come from a lineage of people who were beat into total submission.
Mm-hmm.
And we were beat by outsiders into submission, and then that beating was reinforced and put into the context of disciplinary action by our parents, etc. So we are just a people who are used to playing, who are used to going along to get along. That slave mentality is still heavily perpetuated in the Black community. Code switching is still a huge thing, girl. We still straighten up for white folk. We put on our corporate America attitude. We put on we have to save face. Well, we don't have to, but we've chosen to save face for so long that it's now second nature to us. So when we have people like Monique who willing to say what nobody else is, who's willing to confront what nobody is willing to confront, who's willing to make noise and draw attention to the uncomfortable thing, we despise people like Monique because we're uncomfortable with what she's bringing attention to. And I'm gonna tell you the real reason why Black and brown people really be shook by revolutionary people, because Dr. King, despite his movement being one that was peace and of non-violence, he still had a lot of opposition, even as someone who was fighting for equality and then using non-violent methodology, because there was the other half of the Black community who felt like he did not need to upset Massa any more than what Massa already was, because Black and brown people had already seen the worst of mayonnaise folk, and they didn't need these niggas out here trying to change shit and possibly upset white power and stimulate and trigger up mayonnaise evil. And so we have literally come from generations of Black and brown people who have lived under fear, who have lived in a defensive posture. And we unfortunately also raise our children to bow down to that system, to keep them safe, to keep them alive, to make sure that they came home alive at night. And
you know,
thing.
There's a deeper psychology behind it that I just don't get about human beings, period, right? It seemed like, and I always say this, all human beings want empathy, sympathy, compassion, understanding, but it's hard for us to give it to other people. And I feel like this is the type of situation Monique is in. Black women love screaming, protect Black women. We not protected, we disrespected, we blah, 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 right? But when Monique stand up, it's a bunch of Black women shooting her down. Like, shut up. Why do you don't do this? It's like, but I thought that's what you wanted. Or do you just not want it from Monique? Do you want it from the mayonnaise man? Or who exactly do you want this from? Or is it just a cool thing to say? I don't know.
They want it from somebody who's going to go about it in a nicer way, because what people don't want to admit is to being afraid. People are very fear-based. Our people are very fear-based, and it's a if you look at the history of how all of our revolutionary leaders were treated, like, they always represented the minority, and their following was always the minority. It was never the majority who got anything done in society. The people who were willing to always break the glass ceiling, to destroy the fourth wall, to speak truth to power, always represented the minority. The majority who has never, ever been, well, I ain't gonna say not never, ever been, but this has always been like grassroots movements, and they've always represented the few, far, and in between. So I don't expect Monique to be able to be appreciated. As she had looked to Angela Yee and asked her, she said, baby, why do you think that Jeffrey and Harvey Epstein and Weinstein got away with what they did for so long? Angela Yee said, because they wanted to protect their jobs they were afraid of speaking out to protect their jobs, she said. Yeah, exactly. And what she was acknowledging is there's a lot of people compromising. And the people who compromise are the ones who create this system that reinforce, that's reinforced over and over and over again. The people who are literally bowing down, the people who are literally saying nothing are just as much of the problem as those who desire it to be that way. So it's an interesting and it's a sad reality. Let me get, because I can't be here all night. So Auntie J, welcome to the platform. What are your thoughts, love? Try to keep them as short as possible, because I'm gonna try to get everybody in and then close the show out. Because
How are you?
I'm wonderful, love. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for that excellent explanation. And it really made me change the way I view her. Thank you again so much. And in that sense, I'm gonna apologize to Monique because I'm a survivor of that same thing, and you were spot on about everything because I was done at 15 and also given an STDI, and nobody believed me, and I had to sit at the table on Thanksgiving just as you said and do all those things. So after my dad had died, all this happened after my dad died. So I too felt so alone and unprotected. And when, as a child, I always felt like that. That's why I fought all the time because I had nobody to protect me. Once you don't believe me when I tell you what your boyfriend do, and then you cover it up and tell me it wasn't that. It came that particular STI came from my panties. I'm 15. I don't know. I believe you, but I'm hurt because you don't believe me. And you knew what he gave me, so therefore he might have gave it to you too. And how could you say a man that did that to your daughter was the best lover you ever had? What? And so in that moment, she took the Band-Aid off my wound. I had to get help. When I was looking at the letter that her brother wrote her, that was almost a trigger for me if I hadn't got help. Because how dare you? How dare you? How dare you? You don't even have the nerve to speak to me. You understand what I'm saying? You don't have that right to speak to me. I'm done with you. It's nothing left for you to say to me. And even if you apologize, you still left me with the wound. And as a result of that, I had PTSD, which I managed. But when I first had my first panic anxiety attack, it scared me because I didn't know what it was. And my therapist told me, when my therapist told me that I suffer from PTSD, I literally cried because I didn't have any more tools. I didn't have any other tools. But I was very sad about that. And so I did the research on it and everything. And my spirit goes out to anybody that has been abused. Because let me tell you something. Conscious, you brought it home. Baby, your mother would be proud. Because you brought that thing home. You hear me? No, you didn't bring it home. You brought it home. And I felt every word of every synthetic cough you spoke on my TV. I'm not lying. I said, oh my goodness, he's hitting all the major points. So, again, I want to just say, Monique, I apologize, baby. I had the wrong impression of you, baby. You keep on fighting and do what you need to do, but I know she goes through a lot mentally because it's a MAN that she mostly got to deal with. And it's hard sometimes to deal with men that's going against the grain of what you want to do. when somebody did that other thing to you. It's mentally hard. So my heart goes out to her daddy. I want to thank you for um growing Monique up and making her the woman that she is because my husband did that for me, and I'm so grateful. I really am. And that's all I gotta say. Thank you
Well, thank you
again.
so much for sharing, TJ. And if Monique is listening, she definitely heard your black woman. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
thank you for that, love. I
You
appreciate you.
welcome. You welcome.
Let me go to Josie. Miss Josie, are you there?
I'm here, but
Hey, love. Welcome to the. Oh, I think she's gone. Okay, something happened. E, welcome to the platform, love. Your thoughts on who? Yeah, your thoughts.
First of all, can you hear me? Because I know my
Yeah,
phone is acting kind of crazy.
I can hear you, love. Oh, you sound good.
Perfect. Conscious, excellent, excellent, excellent show. I was in here baking chicken and I was just listening to you and so many talking points. You just really drove home for me. And Auntie J, thank you for sharing what you had to say. I'm going to give a little pushback though. Um, to her parents, to Monique's parents, let them lay. I feel like they are the catalyst that has caused all of this freaking mess. And
Yep.
when you were reading the messages or the posts that Monique's sister and brother had the audacity
Mm, mm,
to to type with their lack of education, misspelling, it was just the nerve that they
mm.
could understand what went on in that household, but still their minds are so fucked.
And one of them actually was the author of some shit that went on in that household.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. And the fact that you could come and just no shame, no shame.
yeah.
So I get exactly what Monique is saying when she
Mm,
says that DL triggered her in that way and reminded her of her
mm,
father. And, you
mm,
know, just her brother and her sister, the fact that the sister as a woman that could try to throw that dirty laundry card out and say, I got receipts. And they're talking about old friends and talking about she didn't come to the funeral. Listen, I've shared a little bit on this platform about my mother. When she passes, if we're not in a good place, I may not go to her funeral either.
And
But
that's your right.
people have their reasons, and I just feel like that was so nasty, and it just really made me connect with Monique even more, and it made me understand her because she's
mhm.
fighting this hard because no one ever fought for her, no
Yep.
one ever spoke up for
Right.
her. And that is the reason why she doesn't let anything go. That is the reason why when she's
Anymore.
on
Mhm.
Anymore. Yeah.
right, while she's
Right.
speaking up for the assistants, while she's speaking up for
For
the
the
people with the
director.
little people.
Mhm.
So I just
Wait a
wanted to
minute.
say that I just really felt like that just really hit home for me. And if anybody who, even if you don't agree with what Monique is doing, at least I feel like if you listen to this entire show, you would at
Yeah.
least be able to empathize and have some type of understanding that this is a woman who has survived and she's still fighting and she's trying to do something. And with all that opposition within your own bloodline, I mean, that's tough. I mean, we have to have some compassion. And I'm gonna drop down. Everybody have a good night.
Thank you so much for
You
that, E.
too.
I appreciate that. And when E had brought up the parents, I wanted to say to everybody in the stream, I know in the black community that we are raised to literally put our parents on a pedestal for better or for worse. They could have damn near took our lives, and we are
Yep.
still
Mhm.
told and programmed to honor them and to crown them and to look at them as royal and to tolerate them and endure
And
them,
don't question them.
even
Don't
even
question
when
them.
they perpetrate the worst, the
Right.
the crime and offenses against you. And I love what my spiritual godmother says, Iyanla Van Zant. We have to make a clear distinction between a provider and
Mm.
a parent.
A
A
nurturer. Yep.
parent.
Somebody, there's a difference between a provider and mothering. The difference between
Yeah.
a provider and fathering. Okay,
Yeah.
so because somebody had you and threw some food on the plate and put a roof over your head and some clothes on your back,
Like that was enough.
does not make them the grandstand of
Hell
all
no.
parents. Like, parenting is an art form. Parenting is about being present. Parenting is about being conscious. Parenting is about being self-aware. Parenting is an entirely new, it's a gift and it's a nuance.
Yeah.
Your parents are your divine teachers. And unfortunately, you have a lot of broken people who are giving birth to new life, and that life is broken as a result. So I am somebody who does not make like, I don't, as far as I'm concerned, even Jesus turned around and did something very interesting in the New Testament when I think it was Peter and Mary or somebody came to his tent, and somebody said, "Hey, Jesus, your mother and them is outside, child. Your family outside for you." And Jesus said something equivalent to, "My family, my brothers and sisters are those who do the will of the Father," insinuating that you choose family. You don't choose your relatives are those people who you are related to by blood. Your family, though, are those you are related to by love.
Come on there.
And love is thicker than blood, baby.
Yes, it is. Talk your talk.
Yes, it is.
So,
Yeah,
so you can create and have family in your own immediate household with your spouse and your children, your friends. You can, yeah, a family can look like God knows what amongst whomever. So please do not participate in the sunken place psychology, thinking that you have to make it work with your relatives. You don't owe them motherfuckers nothing. And if some people are toxic and abusive and bring darkness to your soul, fuck them motherfuckers. Replace them motherfuckers. Cut them motherfuckers off at the hem. Don't go to mama's goddamn funeral. Don't go to goddamn father's funeral. And I'm gonna add this caveat too. I know that people like to hike up the scriptures. Honor your parents, for your days shall be long in the land. I want you guys to know that scripture was birthed out of a time where a disobedient child could literally be taken to the town square and be beheaded and literally be persecuted and literally be put to death for being disobedient. So when the scriptures say, "For your days shall be long upon the land," literally it was life or death for a child. And I want to say this too about that scripture. Sometimes the best way to honor a motherfucker is by cutting their ass off.
Let them be.
It's by cutting their ass off so that you're not put in a position to have your lower self brought out or to be antagonized and provoked to negative responses. Sometimes you have to honor people by being silent. Sometimes you honor people by putting their ass at a distance and loving their ass at a distance. That's how you honor people.
Yeah.
Sometimes the only way I can avoid disrespecting you is by avoiding you.
Right.
Avoiding you.
Yes, conscious.
Because you don't bring out nothing good and you don't bring out nothing favorable in me.
And that's right.
So you honor the relationship sometime by cutting a motherfucker off and leaving a toxic, low vibrating ass where the fuck they are and picking up the pieces of your life and moving forward. But I'm going to go on because I literally have to get out of here, guys. Let me go on to I think it was Miss Josie who was supposed to be next. I see you back, Miss Josie. Welcome to the platform, love. What are your thoughts?
Hey, boo. Hey, everybody. So I'm gonna make it quick because you guys all have like spoken points. Some of the things I was going to say. But in regards to her family, I don't know why people can't see and like really see that this woman has been abused all her life. Her
All her
brother,
life.
her brother sexually abused her. Her father, her mother, and the rest of her family psychologically, emotionally, and verbally abused her, and they are still abusing her. And to me, Monique is a warrior. Like, what do
Yes,
warriors do? They fight.
that's what
She's
we
a war.
do.
They turned her into a whole pit bull. And you
Yeah.
can't be mad if you know what I mean. If you created, as they say, a monster. I don't consider her a monster, but if you know the term, if you create something in a person, you bring that energy into a person, you can't be mad. The only thing you
Oh.
can do is try to find a resolve so that this, you know what I'm saying, it could come back to a place of love. But by
Mm-hmm.
all means, I'm Team Monique all day because I was a victim. I know what it feels like, people I like, and it's just sad that people really are victimizing her for being a victim. Not victimizing her, but like attacking her for being a victim. Like
Mm-hmm.
I can't stand victim shaming. It's like no matter what y'all trying to say about her character, she's still a victim. And she is the way she is because of the trauma she experienced.
That's
Like
right.
it's point blank, it's not like rocket science.
Yeah.
It's not rocket science. I'm gonna stand behind her just because I believe that, you know what I'm saying, what she's doing. I don't think it's toxic. I think that
Me either.
it's just it's a reality, and we have to learn that opinion, you know what I'm saying, does not supersede reality. We all
Yeah.
got an opinion, but the reality
Right.
is the reality. This woman has been abused all her life. So everything she does, everybody she comes into contact with, if they give her that energy that triggers her to make her feel like she got to fight, she gonna fight.
That's what you gonna do.
Yeah.
That is
And
exactly
it's
right.
crazy because in the long run, I don't see the difference between what she's doing. It's a different scenario, but it's the same scenario, to be honest, than the Me Too movement.
Yeah.
What you know what I
Right.
mean? And nobody's thinking, like, especially these people that's in Hollywood. See, us commenters, like, the people that are supporters of her and everything, that's one thing. But the people that's in the same industry as she is, that is talking against her, especially the black women, like, y'all don't even know, like, if it's going to happen to you if it hasn't already.
Mm-hmm.
But realize our
You know what I'm
community don't
saying?
respect
Hold
the
on.
Me Too movement.
Hold on. Uh, hold on, y'all, because I'm gonna go in chronological order. So definitely, just pencil in your thoughts, because you definitely will be able to sound off. I agree to that. I know our people. It's a long road. We are just
No.
a people who do not like to upset power, because once again, we have just been so beat into submission. We are used to bowing down. We've normalized bowing down and kissing the ring. Think about all the
Mm-hmm.
black and brown people in your own life who come home every day mad as hell at all the shit they putting up on their common job.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
Mad,
thinking about patterns,
mad,
right?
mad all the time, and just enduring so much, and refuse to really address the things that they need to address because of the fear of losing the little bit of livelihood you have.
Right.
Can't even really test the waters and get that spicy with the shit, because the motherfuckers in power, you can't even hardly check without being unfairly reprimanded and punished as a result of checking them about their bald-headed whole shit. Like,
Right.
it's really fucking
Bad.
crazy, and the whole system has to and needs to be reformed all together. But are you finished with your talking
I just
points?
want to say this real quick. I'm not going to talk a lot. Can I just get this out real quick? I'm going to make it real sweet, short. And to the point of her not going to her family's funeral. What if this woman would have went to her mother's funeral and the same toxic behavior would have been there when she would have arrived? Can y'all imagine what she would have like?
No.
Just like, to me, it was like she did what was in
Why
the
would
better
I
interest
want to
of
be
not just
sitting?
herself, but everybody.
Wait a minute,
Why would
listen.
I even want to be sitting on the same row as my abuser? Because my
I
brother
didn't
gonna
want
be
to
there
go.
too.
Right.
And
Right. I
then,
didn't.
and then,
Yeah.
why am I coming to the funeral of a father who didn't even protect me from this
Right.
abuse?
That's what I
Like,
said.
it just don't even make
It
sense.
didn't
So for
make
her
sense.
family to be trying to act like she's the bad guy for separating herself emotionally and physically from this family is fucking crazy. But this is the type. This is the type of Twilight Zone shit that victims be in, especially Black victims be in when it comes to abuse in the family. You are expected to still show up. You're expected to deny reality. You are expected to create some of the illusion of healthiness. You are expected to sweep it all under the rug and play the game, as Steve Harvey. Isn't it interesting how everybody, because I even heard Charlamagne say something equivalent to her, play the game. This seems to be a running theme.
Yeah.
Even in the industry of play the game. And that's just very nice, cozy language for compromise yourself.
Yeah.
Do what needs to be done. Calm down, fall back, and tap dance and shoe shine in whatever way you need to in order to get through. But I agree, Hosey, it wouldn't have been appropriate. She doesn't owe it to anyone, and obviously she didn't need the closure. So why the hell they worried about why she didn't show up to a funeral that wasn't about them, but was about her? Her coming would not have made the father be risen from the dead. So why they're even bothered just goes to show how much they expect her to play into whatever narrative of the family they have in their mind. They cannot stand that Monique is willing to acknowledge the elephant in the room because it disrupts the fantasy that everybody else want to have about the family. They can't stand it because every time they look at her, they also have to see the elephant that they're trying not to see. So they need her to come to the funeral. They need her to act like everything is okay. They need her to pretend so that they can also continue to pretend.
Right.
It's really, this is like psychological warfare.
It's psychological
and
warfare.
Families don't even realize how they participate in psychological warfare against one another. It's wild as fuck.
Wow.
But look, I'm sure that we will be coming back and doing this again and again because I don't think that this shit is going to be over anytime soon with everything going on around Monique and this controversy and DL and the family. I mean, I can't even imagine what else is next in this situation. But I also want to welcome Purple Lover and then Prissy to the a platform. Please keep your thoughts brief because I do have to literally get out of here. So I'm on my last few minutes, everyone. But I want to give everybody an opportunity to sound off. Purple Lover, welcome to the platform, boo. Your thoughts.
Thank you for having me. First of all, Miss Monique is a Sagittarius sun and an Aries moon. So with both of those, that's going to make her a warrior, and she's going to stand on her square. We are not about the messiness. We will stand our ground, especially about the stuff that we believe in. And with that Aries energy, she's going to be looking for a good cause. And we look for our good causes. And honey, when we find our good causes, we are all in. For example, I'm an Aries sun, Sagittarius moon. So like, as a mother, when I went into the classroom, I wasn't just thinking of protecting my kids. I was also protecting yours while I was in there. So if anything popped off, if I saw anything that was not okay, that was not kosher, guess what I was doing? I was the same thing as Monique. I was the one speaking up with everything he said, being with the underdog, always going after people, speaking up on other people's behalf. That is our nature. And as far as the relationship with the family, we are seen as the matriarch in our families, whether we want to be or not. Especially with Monique having as much Aries in her chart as she does, she has quite a bit of Aries. So her chart is like a freaking fireball. And then you add in the other signs like the Taurus and the Scorpio. She is a force to be reckoned with, and she's not going She's not going to allow you to play her at
Yeah.
all. So that's why you're seeing her respond the way she does. So even if she wasn't quote unquote Monique, everything that you're seeing her do now as a celebrity, she still would have been doing it as a private person.
Yeah.
She's always going to really stand on her square, and she's definitely not going to be a hypocrite. So with the situation with DL's daughter, she would have spoke out regardless. Whenever she found out, she was going to speak out because that's something near and dear to her heart, and she's going to make sure you know it. So for her, right is right and wrong is wrong, and that's why she does things the way that she does do them. So thank you for allowing me to speak my piece.
Thank you for that zodiacal breakdown part. I love that. Thank you so much, Boo.
Oh, you're
I
welcome.
want to welcome Prissy to the platform. Love, welcome to the platform. Your thoughts?
I want to go back to what you were saying about the scripture that you had mentioned about honor the father and the mother. But people often forget about Ephesians 6:4, where it says, "Don't provoke your children and don't bring them to anger." So, and then when you mistreat them, that's when you go against that scripture. Alrighty, and then in our community, we have been conditioned by the narcissistic and egotistical people to believe that when a woman speaks up for wrongdoing that happens to her or to others, she is often referred to as a B. But really, what's happening is that the strong black women that speak up intimidate the weak people.
Yep.
And so that's why she's getting backlash. It's not that what she did it wrong or her delivery was wrong, was that people were intimidated that she spoke up. And then when she was out there, what she's done for the community, especially for the big girls, she actually brought them on way before Lizzo. She probably was in the elementary or something. But and the fashion change for plus size women. It really did change a lot, and it really did open up, and there were like new stores opening for plus size women, and it was better looking clothes because I do remember. There
She's had
also
an impact and influence on the culture.
she did, she definitely did, because she was doing everything that Beyonce was doing, but she was a big girl,
It's a
and
big girl.
she could actually do it, and she was doing it in heels as well.
Yes, that part.
And then she's being herself. She's not being anybody else but Monique.
Yeah.
That also intimidates weak people because they don't know how to be themselves. They don't even know who they are. And she also demands respect from disrespectful people. When she walks in the room, she demands it without even speaking. So that was some of my points that I picked up from Monique, even from years ago.
Yeah, absolutely. But thank you for that. I appreciate you, and those are wonderful talking points. Kamisha, are you there, love? Can you hear me? Okay. I don't know where Kamisha is. A Heart of Inspiration. Welcome to the platform, babes. Are you there? Can you hear me?
I can. I was having connectivity issues out here. I apologize.
No. Are you loud, loud, and in color, though? You sound good and clear.
Oh, good. I'm glad. I ride for Monique. That's my girl. I ride for her. And what's crazy to me is that when we do stand up and do what we're called on to do, right, which is protect Black men, Black people, we're supposed to be the protectors, right? If we don't protect them, then we're wrong. When we do protect them, then we're problematic. When we call them out on their stuff, then we really wrong. And when we don't do it, then why are you taking all of it? You can't win for losing. And at some point, I've always said this. I said people call us to the fight when they want a warrior.
They'll call us to the feminist fight. They'll call us to this fight. They'll call us to that fight. But then when we really get down to it and really get to the fight and the down and the dirty, then all of a sudden we are in the wrong. You know, you can't have it all ways. Her family is out of pocket, out of order completely. They want their little 15 minutes. They're trying to get their little bit here, that little come up, because she's not going to provide it for them any other way. You know, we wasn't checking for them, and she wasn't checking for them.
They should be ashamed of their damn selves.
They really should,
They
but
really
they're
should.
not.
Should
But
be
they're
proud.
not. I can guarantee you they're not. You know, and we as the people need to be standing up for her and supporting her. Just because her methods aren't the same way we would do it doesn't make it wrong. It just makes it her way. Period. And call a thing. And if we can't stand to shine the light in the dark, then what are we doing? Then we
I'm gonna tell you
really
why.
don't want truth.
I'm gonna tell you why I respect her, because Monique is actually putting it on the line. She's actually taking L. She's actually taking the L. Like she's not a Charlemagne the God. She ain't just talking that shit. She's literally taking the. I fucking respect that, because it's action. She's walking her talk and talking her walk to the best of her ability. And I respect her 100% for carrying her fucking cross. I respect that.
I mean, I've done the same thing. I've lost jobs because I stood up for what was right with someone in my organization as a manager. Got told a week or two later, well, your job is no longer needed here, because they couldn't find me. So all of a sudden, my position was no longer needed. I lost more than one job because I stood up and I wouldn't play the game, or I stood up for myself because I wouldn't play the game. Then all of a sudden, they had to move me around. So that's why I stand with her. Right is right, wrong is wrong. At the end of the day, if you can go to sleep at night and your conscience is clear and you have tried to better someone else in the process, that's all that's required of you. And that's why she'll continually get blessed, because all that's required, she's doing above and beyond what's required.
Yep, she always get blessed.
And then she'll stay blessed. So that's all I had to say on the subject. And I know you got to go, boo.
Yes, I do. But I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you tomorrow.
Okay,
so
baby.
Lisa.
Okay, sweetheart.
Okay, boo. And thank you for being here tonight.
All right. Thank you for having me.
No problem, boo. Last but definitely not least, Kamisha, can you hear me, love? Kamisha can't hear me. I don't know why she can't hear me. Okay, I gotta wrap the show up, you guys. We will continue to follow the story. My phone is there, so if you guys have been sending me donations, thank you in advance. Thank you for all of the panelists. I know that Monique is not perfect. I've had to drag Monique before, like that whole bonnet situation. I was not here for it. Okay, okay. I've had to call the queen out, baby. Okay, so. But you don't have to be perfect to be right. When you're right, you're right. Okay? A period. And Monique, like anybody else, there are things that you're going to agree with and things you're not going to agree with. But connecting two things that are unrelated to each other make no damn sense. Like, we can support people when they're right, and we can also challenge them when we believe they need to be challenged, okay? And I love what this woman is doing, because these systems need to be reformed, and the gatekeepers in all areas of our society need a wake-up call. This is a call to action. And you know what? The divine masculine, the divine feminine, baby. The divine feminine is showing her motherfucking ass. And we ain't even got into the thick of the age of Aquarius. But baby, I can already see the divine feminine is going to have it's having a waiting to exhale introduction into the culture, baby. So I hope y'all ready, baby. Because the feminine power is coming through first and foremost on its demolition shit. The divine feminine is coming back for truth and much motherfucking justice first. Then she will give us the sweet savor inside of her, baby. But she's coming to course correct first. That's why y'all seeing the divine feminine, baby, rampage through society, baby. I mean, effeminate consciousness is in the earth, baby. And I'm living for it, to be quite honest, baby. Change has finally come. Okay? And yes, that means it's going to be a bit of motherfucking war for a little while, baby. But guess what? That's how you correct corruption, is through raging war. Okay? War. This thing is too bad. It got too convoluted. It done got too fucked up to play nice. Now it's foot on neck. The pendulum has swung to the extreme left. Foot on motherfucking neck. Okay? So, y'all better get ready, baby. We ain't seen nothing yet. But I'm here for Monique. To the family who's speaking out, y'all should be ashamed of y'all fucking selves. Y'all are deplorable and fucking disgusting. I'm glad Monique ran off and left y'all motherfuckers where the fuck y'all are. And I hope y'all continue to be miserable and have to endure this woman being happy without y'all. Because she's finally free now that she's speaking. Her conscience is clear now because she's finally saying what needs to be said. She finally trying to protect people the way she initially desired to, baby. She's going to bed much more at peace these days than she ever has because she not playing nice just to fit in any fucking more. I'm at that age myself. I ain't up at 36. I'm 37. Not 37, bitch. I might be. Am I 37 going on 38? I'm 36 going on. Baby, I gotta figure it out, bitch. Bitch, I'm either 36 or 37, girl. I'm one of those ages, bitch. But I'm at that age, girl. Okay? I'm eternal, so y'all know I don't keep up with time, bitch. I'm not linear. But I'm here for it. And I'll be seeing you guys later today. We got some Larry Reed stuff to get into, girl. Also, me and Storm will be live and in color at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over on his platform today, as in Thursday, girl. Okay? Thumbs up this video, please. If you're new here, subscribe and keep your notification bell turned on. Shout out to my Patreon members. I love you all. Everybody who support me, whether you're always here, whether you participate in the stream, whether you donate to the platform, you're clicking your view, I appreciate it all. And I'm working this hard to pay you all back for supporting me. Shout out to Sweet Pea Diary. Make sure you guys subscribe. She was in the chat earlier. Okay, that's how I got news about the family speaking out. So make sure that you go over and support that content creator. Yeah, we got a camera on. I did make the executive decision to come on camera. I said, damn, I ain't been on camera in a minute. Let me go ahead and bless my people with an old nasty piece of visual, honey. So yeah, the king's had the king, honey. Okay. But I love you all, and I will see you guys later. Good night. Much love.